Hello, everybody. Today, I would like to discuss a very, very important topic that is dear to my heart. With me being in the strip club for 5 years, I've been out for 3 years now. I'm very proud of myself, but I did experience a lot of strange and weird things, and I just want to give you guys a different perspective on what I'm seeing here. I want to say rest in peace to the young lady, which was an IG model that goes by the name of Jocelyn Gano. Okay, she was a Latino Instagram model, and a lot of people refer to her as the Latino Kim Kardashian. She had a lot of followers and a really, really lavish lifestyle. She had gotten some work done before, and I think that she decided that she wanted to add on to what she had already did. And I'm just gonna show you guys the story, and then I'm gonna give you guys my perspective on how I feel about this whole thing, and just want to make sure you guys stay safe. Okay, so let's do this. Let's make this full. Okay.
So we are sad to report that a popular model named Jocelyn Gano, aka the Mexican Kim Kardashian,
Sorry, Jocelyn.
who has close to 13 million followers on Instagram, has passed away due to complications associated with her most recent plastic surgery. Moment of silence. She was very lit, quote unquote, on IG and OnlyFans. She was only 29.
That was a very, very quick moment of silence. So my goodness, let's do a real moment of silence for this young lady. Okay.
She leaves behind a little girl. So our thoughts and prayers are most definitely with her daughter. This beautiful young lady already had work done, but like many others, she went in for some more work. And y'all know that we're very observant, so we've been noticed that women, especially women who gain careers off of their bodies, they tend to keep on going in for some more and more and more work because of pressure, or sometimes they see another perfect body, so they want some more perfection. It gets addicting. Their beautiful bodies are glamorized, but the part that stays on the hush hush are the complications, or the hundreds and thousands of women who don't make it to the other side of plastic surgery. Everybody in that community, particularly the doctors, are afraid to talk about that. They feel like it puts fear in their potential customers, aka their pockets, their money. But they'll be so quick to have you sign on the dotted lines past some fine print that basically does not hold them responsible should something go wrong. In other words, you sign your life away just in case. Crazy. And although results will look great, surgery is a very scary thing because no matter how healthy you are or who you are, you just never know how your body will react in that particular moment. Now, in Jocelyn's case, she made it to the other side but passed away days later from complications during recovery. And let me tell you, like many doctors do, her doctor definitely tried to hide it. She had her surgery on the 9th, and people who knew her grew concerned when they stopped hearing from her after that. Like, she went from updating them constantly to complete silence. So they started to ask around the community if anybody heard from her, and even tried to contact the doctor's office. But once they weren't getting any responses, they put out a missing persons on social media within that community. And that's when they finally got a response from the doctor, who let them know that she is supposedly okay and that she did not have any complications at all and is quietly recovering at a recovery house. Which didn't sound right, because if that's the case, why would she not reach out herself to let people know, you know? Mind you, by the time that they got a response from him, that was days later. People are fully functional in recovery homes, especially when it comes to talking on the phone. So that didn't make any sense. All in all, this is more so an awareness post to spread awareness. You know, everybody wants to have a nice body, and I don't blame them, especially.
Okay, guys, so you've heard enough about this. Now, this is what I want to say because, oh my gosh. Number one, my perspective on things at this point, it wouldn't be the way that it was if it weren't for the crazy times that we are living in. So, the way that I used to think, it has elevated and has changed because I can see what's actually happening right now. Now, I do want to say this. When we talk about COVID vaccines, and we talk about all the things that are happening, I want you guys to understand, even with things being shut down and stuff, I want you guys to understand you can't think the way you used to. And what I mean by that is if you go and get a butt implant or a breast implant, They know who you are when you go and do that. You have your, your ID number, your social. You have to fill out all that information, right? This is for a reason. You're going to be put in a basically in a certain system after you get this procedure done. So when we talk about the vaccines and what they're trying to do, which is turn us into AI robotoids, we already know that. So I can't help but to put two and two together. So when I think about plastic surgery, I have not had any plastic surgery at all, but I was going to, and I've thought about it. Not only thought about it, but it was like it was a no brainer for me that I was going to do it at some point before my awakening. It's like I can't wait to get my shit done, like before my awakening, right? So I want to say this. If you're worried about a vaccine or a small microchip, what about your whole entire ass? Like, what about your whole ass or your whole nose or your whole lips or your whole eyes or your whole boobs? Whatever you people like to get done. I don't understand why you're concerned about a microchip, but you can't put two and two together to understand that there's something in that ass that's going to have you out of here. I don't understand that. So I'm speaking to the conscious community right now. So I'm talking to. Do you understand what I'm saying? We're already worried about what they put in our bodies, just from the food from the grocery store. So what the fuck do you think they're going to put in your ass, bro? That's common sense. Artificial intelligence, a robotic ass. Speaking of robotic ass, let me tell you guys something. I have really, really naturally big boobs, and my butt is perfectly proportioned to my body, right? But when I go on Instagram, I'm not gonna lie, and I just told you guys I wanted to get work done, and this is the reason. All I see is a certain shape that but it looks unrealistic. So what they're doing, remember when I said everything was mind control, everything is an illusion, right? So imagine this, you guys. Imagine if, for example, when Nicki Minaj came out, all those girls went and got their ass done because it looked good on Nicki. Ass became the new thing. But before that, it was literally reversed. So in the 90s, girls would be like, my butt's too big. Is my butt getting big? Please tell me my butt's not getting big. That it went from that to like, no, if you don't have a big butt, you're not alive. You're out of here. You're not here. Okay. So when you talk about the women that actually got these procedures, they were the influences. They were the influences, not just for other women that actually went about and actually went and did it, but they were also the influences of the illusion of it happening. And I'm about to show you what I'm talking about. And I'm going to say this again, bro. I'm going to say this again. With what they are doing to women, especially Black and Latino women, indigenous women, don't get mad at me, Black women. Don't get mad at me. I did not say that the Latinos were indigenous like us or that they didn't have Neanderthal DNA. I didn't say that. But I'm just saying they're closer to a white girl and they might be in danger for their DNA. It's a possibility. So what I'm saying is when you really look at the whole picture, it's kind of like, okay, if there's another huge wave of COVID, which in some cities it already is, right? What did they do last time? They were like, oh, they said when it comes to medical, any medical visits or medical treatment, it has to be an emergency. Like it has to be urgent. So if you go to a cosmetic surgeon and you get your stuff done, how do you know with this COVID shit? And I'm not even speaking from a spiritual perspective or who we are, like the aliens, who we are. We're the aliens. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the bots. Even the bots don't want to get the vaccine. Even the bots don't want that. So what I'm saying is that if you get a surgery like this and the hospitals don't reopen, what are you going to do? It has to be a necessity now. Something you need. You have to be having an asthma attack, or have to have cancer, or you have to have COVID to get into the hospital. Those little cosmetic cosmetic departments in the medical business is not going to be access to you, baby. It's not. So you have to understand that when you get in this stuff, you can't even keep the maintenance up on it. That's like getting braces and you can't go get them tightened. Every time you get a surgery, you go back a follow up appointment to make sure you're okay. How are you going to do that if everything's shut down? They're like, no, if it's not an emergency, we're not opening any hospitals because everyone's catching COVID-19. You're fucked with an ass infection. Guys, like I said, if you have a whole bunch of money, shit, do what you want to do, bro. Like if you have enough money to secure you, your family, your children, if you have children, I only have one daughter, but I'm just saying the times we are living in, you need to be shit, probably in karate classes or something. Meditation, karate, eating healthy, running. You need to be doing something. All that Instagram shit is out. Now let's move over to the next slide. This was very, very interesting to me. Now we got Reginae Carter, which just recently had a breast, she had breast surgery on her breast. I'm not gonna lie, it does look good. And but I will say this. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I don't love my boobs. And I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like if I didn't have boobs, then I would probably try and go buy them. If I didn't have boobs, that would be a problem to me. So I'm just being honest, and that's what I mean by spiritual warfare. But what I'm saying is that right now, it's not the time to be doing that type of shit because of what they're trying to do to humanity. Probably would never was a time. But right now, I wouldn't recommend it. I just wouldn't recommend it. This glob of meat has to go. Or else that is all, like literally all you will be. So with that being said, let's get this clip going.
Go ahead. Okay.
Oh, well, let me set the record straight. I did. I did get breast implants.
There you go.
Right. I did.
They're tasteful for your body type. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think that a lot of people...
that was my main thing. I wanted it to all look natural looking, but I've been wanting to get my breast done since I was probably like 16. My mama was like, girl, no, you don't need da-da-da-da-da. As soon as I got on my own, I'm like, hey,
well,
I'm gonna get my breast done.
You know what? We recall when you were a younger girl that you used to always say, accept your body the way it is, accept your body the way it is. And I think that's where a lot of your followers got upset. Like, no, you're the one about acceptance. But things happen. When you turn 21 and you've got the money and you're out here competing in this world of social media and all these other girls doing stuff, not that you have to do the most, but there's nothing wrong with getting a little something.
Yeah, and also I feel like I said, accept your body for the way it is, and the way it is right now is some breast implants, and I'm accepting my body for the way it is.
Okay.
And I was also like, I'm 21 years old. It's a lot of things that I said that I'm gonna go back on, and like a lot of things that I say I'm not gonna do, I'm gonna do it. Like it's just like I'm growing, and everybody's growing with me. So
yeah.
Hey.
So now, are you back with your boyfriend, YFN Lucci?
We are working on or strengthening up our friendship before anything, because that's what we lack.
Okay, guys, so you've heard enough of that. So yeah, I want to just give you my perspective on this situation. I'm trying my best to not always give corny advice that's not realistic. Like I don't want to give advice about something and then I'm saying some shit to where I'm not even being honest about the way that I not only still kind of thinks of, from time to time, but the way I used to think. So I will say this. If you have the finances and resources to where COVID doesn't affect you, that might be another story, which most women don't. I also want you guys to understand the more that women see images of giant breasts, little bitty waist, and a big giant butt, kind of like the Bug's Life. If they keep seeing that, then they're going to go, their ambition is going to be able to invest in that operation, right? But I want to show you guys something else that I actually found very interesting. I know most of you guys have already heard about the sex dolls that they have, but look at these sex dolls. A lot of these sex dolls, oh, actually, no, fuck that. We have something juicier. Before we go into the sex dolls, because this is all mind control. It's literally a mind fuck, right? Nobody really looks like that. Now I want you to see this. This is an app. This is an app. What you have right now, the majority, not all, but the majority, let's be honest, black and brown women do not have extra money to just go and get their ass done. Not most of them. That's just, I'm just being realistic. So the point that I'm trying to make here is that when you see these pictures of these girls, a lot of these girls are actually using apps to where they're literally editing their body and making their bodies look a certain way because they might make money like that off of Instagram. And then when you see them in person, they don't look like that. So everyone that's seeing these girls that are using these apps think it's real. And then the girls that actually have money go and actually get the actual operation, which influences women that don't have those finances to go out and get that money. We can manifest anything we want. If we really, really want a big, big booty, we're going to get the money to get it. Okay. A lot of these women, they are beautiful, but they're over exaggerating the shapes of their bodies, and they are taking the true architecture, like they're taking the true shape of the black woman and turning it into some type of trend. But people don't understand that these girls, a lot of these girls do not look like that. Some of them do, but most of them don't. Be honest with me. Don't lie to me. When you're out and about, I don't give a fuck even if you're in Hollywood. When you're out and about, women don't, they're beautiful. They're beautiful. But that body, they don't look like that, bro. They don't look like that. They can have a beautiful waist. They can be in shape, healthy. Their butt can be bubbly and it matches up with their breasts. Everything's proportioned correctly. But these insane images of the huge boobs and the big ass, no, people don't look like that, bro. They just don't. The only people that look like that are black women. The only people that naturally look like that are black women. There's Latinos that are thick. There's white women that are thick. But I'm talking about that the proportion, how it all comes together for that woman. That doesn't happen to other women, bro. It happens to us. I'm just being honest with you. Now look at this. I want to show you guys the app that they're using. Watch. Okay. So as you can see, it's basically showing you guys what people are doing to their photos. So this is how she looks in person, which is fine. This is great, right? This is beautiful. She has the same body type as me. And then they do this though. So you can clearly see what I'm saying. So you guys, what I'm trying to say basically, you guys, is that I don't understand what was so wrong about her here. That's what a regular woman looks like. Okay? When you get to this point, no one looks like that, bro, except black women. I'm sorry, but I had to say it. Black women are the only women with that small ass waist and that big ass is black women. Okay? Just like the lips, all that other shit. And I want to make this very, very plain and clear. We're not living in those times, you guys. We're not living in those times to where you can go to a medical facility and let them put stuff in your body. That's not where we're at right now. You have to get ready to fight. You have to get ready for war. You have to let this illusion go. You have to let it go. No matter how pretty you are, it's never going to be good enough. I feel like that every day. I'm a very, very decent looking woman, and I don't even post pictures on Instagram because I know that if I don't look like a ant, I already know that. It's brainwashing, it's programming, but it's not real. There's women that have perfect asses for their body in person, perfect asses for their body. And they go off and they die trying to look like this, trying to look like what an app is doing. This girl lost her life, G. It's not about race. Beautiful, beautiful girl that, by the way, already had surgery. She already had work done and she went back. You want to know, why she went back? She went back because of this shit right here. This is who she's looking at. Who did they say she was? They said she was the Latino Kim Kardashian. That's what they said. That's what they said. So these young girls are looking at these images, putting unsafe things in their body from these medical facilities to look unrealistic, and then they die. But Kylie Jenner don't even look like that. So you die for no reason because Kylie Jenner looks like that. Okay. The last slide I'm going to do is going to be on these sex dolls. Now, this is another thing that was very, very interesting to me because, but you guys, I'm all the way woke. All the way woke. Don't you guys just love this color on me? It's so pretty. Now, like real shit, this wig was literally like $3,000 fucking dollars. But I've had it for like almost 3 years. It's so fucking fetch. Like a mean girl's like fetch. Anyways, okay. Let's get to this. I want you guys to watch this. Now, don't be upset. Actually, fuck that. Before you watch this, I just want to pull this up so that you guys can see. Don't be mad when I tell y'all why these girls on Instagram be looking like weirdos. Like they be looking like, look at this shit. These are the sex dolls. White women don't have big breasts and big booty. They just don't. Now look at this. These are dolls. Look it. That's a doll. Look, a doll. Now, so you mean to tell me this doesn't remind you of what you're seeing on Instagram? Like even with black girls, they don't look like this, homie? Tell me they don't look like this. Hold on. You see? You see the agenda? Now she has my real body. Oh, that's how I look like now. But I'm talking about the extra out shit, like the extras like this. These are the extras. Okay, this is how girls want to look. So you sit here and tell me, bro, that I'm tripping, and tell me that these girls on Instagram are not trying their best to look like this. And if they don't have the money to afford the real operation, what are they going to do? They're going to use this app. If they don't have the finances to actually look that way in person, they're going to use this app. So it's brainwashing everyone, but no one actually looks like this. Nobody. It's all fake. You see? This is how she looks. Then it goes from that to bam. Only black women have that shape. And y'all know I'm telling the truth. They took the black woman shape, bam, made it a trend. So what I'm going to say to you, if there's something that you do not like about your body, then you change it, try to change it naturally. If you have the finances and resources to get a good job on your boobs, do it, but that's to your own risk. I don't think this is the time to be doing that. I think that you will literally be under MK Ultra for your whole life, the whole rest of your life, if you get this done. Okay? So you can either, and another thing, I don't want you talking about you got something done because you didn't like it. Did you even try? Did you even naturally try to see if you can get your ass fatter or your waist thinner and make that proportion as close as to the robotoid look that you could? Did you even try, bro? I think not. It takes work, but it's safe. At least you're safe. Okay? So with that being said, you guys, if you're not happy with your body, try to change it naturally. If you just must get an operation, keep in mind that um cosmetic clinics for medical procedures will be closed back down during COVID-19 because um it's not a requirement for your medical health. It's cosmetic. It's not the same. So if these places are closed, I'm just saying, if these places are closed and you have complications, where are you going to go? Think about that also. You don't want to get stuck in a bind, bro. Like it's literally World War III, and you're like, there's bacteria in my ass. We don't have time for that. We got to get our guns. We got to get our straps, and we gotta kill genetically modified soldiers. Okay, and I don't have time to be wasting time with you because you are trying to become a genetically modified bitch. So with that being said, I love you guys so much. Hope you make the right decision. Anyone that is, oh my God. People are going back and forth about this. Women are going back and forth about this. Now you have the OnlyFans. People are trying to make money, you know, in reverse to the regular way to avoid vaccines. I don't know, probably shit on, probably mental slavery. A lot of girls are going to be going back and forth with this, not knowing that if they get that shit, they're not going to be able to maintain the proper maintenance for the procedure. Okay. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.